Hey everyone, and welcome to another video for the channel. Today we're talking about a motorcycle that's generating massive buzz around the world, one that promises to revolutionize the mid-displacement trail segment, the new, stunning, and powerful BMW F450GS. A direct rival to some seriously strong contenders like the KTM 390 Adventure, the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, the CFMOTO 450 MT, and the Honda NX500. But here's the interesting part. BMW isn't showing up to compete. It's showing up to set a whole new standard in the segment. So if you're into adventure bikes, off-road riding, or you've been thinking about making the jump to a GS, stick around until the end of this video, because today I'm breaking down 10 things you probably didn't know about the new F450. Number 1. A completely new engine, built from the ground up. The F450 debuts a brand new parallel twin engine, and this is a big deal. We're not looking at a simple adaptation of an existing model, but a platform designed specifically for this segment. This engine puts out around 48 horsepower, which lands it right at the A2 license limit in Europe. But beyond the numbers, what's really interesting is how it delivers that power. In launch testing, the specialist press describes it as a motorcycle with an aggressive character and strong, low RPM torque, ideal for adventure riding. In short, a bike built to be fun, but also very manageable. Number 2. Ultra-competitive weight for the segment. One of the areas where BMW really wants to make a statement is weight. We're talking approximately 177 kilos, or 389 pounds, fully loaded, which is impressively light for a parallel twin trail bike of this style. What that means in practice is a much more manageable motorcycle, especially off the tarmac. For those just getting into the adventure world, or riders without much off-road experience, this number matters. Less weight means more confidence, more control, and less fatigue on long routes or tough terrain. Number 3. Real GS DNA, not just the looks. Something BMW has made very clear is that this bike won't just be a GS in appearance only. The F450 is built with the true DNA of the GS family, inheriting concepts from bikes like the BMW R1300GS. That includes ergonomics designed for standing riding, long travel suspension, and a geometry focused on stability and control off-road. In other words, this isn't just for looking adventurous around the city, this is a bike that genuinely wants to get out and explore. Number 4. More advanced electronics than you'd expect. This is an area where BMW typically pulls ahead, and the F450 will be no exception. Even as an entry point into the GS world, it packs serious tech and advanced electronic rider aids. Riding modes, traction control, switchable ABS, dynamic braking system, cornering ABS, engine torque control, and even Bluetooth connectivity for your phone. That puts it a clear step ahead of many of its Chinese rivals, which in some cases still remain pretty basic when it comes to electronics. Number 5. Design inspired by the big sister. Visually, this bike is pure character. The F450 draws direct inspiration from the larger GS models, with a bold, modern, and highly aggressive design. The LED light cluster, sharp angular lines, and that adventurous look make it stand out immediately from the rest of the pack. This is a bike that doesn't just deliver, it has personality. And let's be honest, in this segment, design plays a very important role too. Number 6. 19-inch front wheel, the perfect balance. BMW went with a very well-balanced setup. A 19-inch front wheel paired with a 17-inch rear, available in two versions, one with spokes and one in cast aluminum. This gives us solid stability on the road, while still having enough capability to tackle unpaved terrain. It's not as radical as a 21-inch wheel, but it doesn't fall short off the tarmac either. It is, quite literally, the perfect middle ground for a versatile do-it-all motorcycle. Number 7. A global vision built for every market. The F450 isn't a bike designed exclusively for the European market. BMW knows full well that markets like the Americas are key, where bikes like the Royal Enfield Himalayan and the CFMOTO 450 MT have made a massive impact. That's why this motorcycle is built to be tough, versatile, and capable of adapting to all kinds of riding conditions. From daily city traffic to long highway journeys, all the way to challenging off-road trails. Number 8. An accessible seat height for more riders. Another very important point is accessibility. BMW wants this bike to appeal to a wider audience, including shorter riders. That translates into a more rider-friendly seat height of 845 millimeters, with ergonomics designed around two distinct versions: a touring-oriented setup and an enduro-style setup. Something many riders will truly appreciate, especially when adventure bikes tend to be quite tall and intimidating for riders of average height. Number 9. Competitive pricing within the BMW lineup. With an official confirmed price of $7,500 for the new F450, all signs point to this being one of the most accessible and affordable GS models in the German brand's catalog. And that is a big deal, because BMW is opening the door to a whole new wave of riders who have always wanted a GS but simply couldn't reach the larger models. If they manage to hold a competitive price point in emerging markets, this bike could become a genuine sales success, outperforming its Indian and Chinese rivals. Number 10. It could redefine the mid-displacement adventure segment. And here's where things get really interesting. The F450GS doesn't just want to compete, it wants to lead. With its combination of low weight, striking design, strong performance, modern technology, and the backing of a legendary brand, it has everything it takes to become the new benchmark in the global mid-displacement adventure segment. If it delivers on its promises, we could be looking at one of the most significant motorcycles to come out of this category in years. In conclusion, riders, the new BMW F450GS is not simply another motorcycle hitting the market. It is the result of the transformation that the motorcycling industry is going through right now, where bikes with engines under 500 cubic centimeters are gaining serious and well-deserved popularity. This particular model is a lightweight, modern, tech-forward machine with a true adventure spirit, and it's aiming to win over both new riders and seasoned veterans alike. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. I'll leave a link right here to a comparison video between the F450 and the Honda NX500. If that sounds interesting, go check it out. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next one.